Hey, boys and girls. If you missed our reading groups today, we read a story called Amelia's Show and Tell Fiesta. This week for reading, we're going to be talking about sounds and language. And so this book has some different language words inside of it. They are Spanish words. So I will do my best to pronounce them correctly. It's called Amelia's Show and Tell Fiesta. There's our title page. It's written by Mimi Chapra, illustrated by Martha Aviles. Up the steps, two at a time, Amelia runs into her new school, Americana. She takes a seat in the front row of the class. Then Amelia leans forward, following her teacher's every word. There's her classroom. For tomorrow's show and tell, said Mrs. Jenner, bring something special you'd like to share with your friends. Then everyone will have a chance to talk about their treasures. Aye, said Amelia. She claps her hands together. I think I understand. Now Amelia plans. Muy grandes. Pull her in like a tide. For my first show and tell, I'll find something estupendo for my island home. So the author is using a mix of English and Spanish words. Closing her eyes, Amelia pictures her fiesta dress, the one she wore to Carnival Parade. Perfecto, she decides, and her smile stretches wider than the sea at Miramar. Next morning, Amelia rises before the rooster. Looking out the bedroom window, she combs her curly hair over and over. Then carefully she steps into her special dress. Mi fiesta dress has 1, 2, 3 fancy skirts, Amelia says proudly. She tries a teeny twirl and her ruffled skirts flutter. First, red, rojo, whips around her hips like fiery hot peppers. Yellow, amarillo, swirls around her knees like a sea of ripe corn. White, blanco, circles her feet like a flock of gulls in flight. When Mama sees Amelia looking so fine, she cries, Magnifico! And pins a gardenia in her daughter's hair. Then, arm in arm, they walk to the new school. Into the class Amelia goes, but one glance around the room and suddenly she feels foolish. Like a crazy chicken, a pollo loco. ¿Qué pasa? She wonders. I'm the only one in a costume. Over in the next seat, Parvati asks, What did you bring? Bring? Amelia frowns. My fiesta dress. No, I mean, what did you bring for show and tell basket? I don't understand, Amelia says in a teeny voice. Parvati points to the teacher's table. Amelia sees a basket brimming with unusual things. Cradled in straw sits Parvati's clay elephant from India, Moyo's handmade truck, and Akio's carp-shaped kite. Now her fiesta dress doesn't seem special. Not anymore. It can't be put in the basket and passed around and touched like the other terrific toys. Caramba, Amelia sighs. I want to go home. Suddenly she hears Mrs. Jenner call her name. I mistake muy grande. I brought nothing for show and tell. Standing in front of everyone, empty-handed, she freezes. Amelia, the teacher says softly, tell us about your beautiful dress. But Amelia can't tell the class about her fiesta dress with 1, 2, 3 fancy skirts. Amelia starts to move away, and then suddenly, whoosh, her skirts whisper and stir up her senses. Amelia remembers tropical breezes that made palm trees sway. Finding her voice, she has something to say. La 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 bamba, Amelia sings. On my island home, we love fiestas. Looking up, she sees curious faces. We love fiestas with dancing in the streets. And swoosh, Amelia shows her talking skirts swirling a samba, twirling a tango, whirling a rumba. Soon everyone hears Amelia's talking skirts swaying. They start hurraying, and Amelia feels at home right here in America. So she thought at first that she had made a mistake and she didn't do the right thing. But it didn't matter if she was wearing her show and tell. It didn't matter if she could put it into the basket or not. It was special and it was beautiful and it was something that she could share about herself with everybody else. Okay, today for some of your work, you have a new sight word. Yay! This week we're gonna learn the sight word we. W-E. Wa, E, two sounds. The W has its normal sound wa, and the E says its long sound. We. Like we like to go outside and play. Remember, you're gonna color all the wee bubbles. You're gonna trace it 3 times. And then I want you to write it 3 times in lowercase letters, your best work. Try to stay in the lines as best you can. We, W-E. There are also a couple of things for you to work on Seesaw. There's a reading response paper, so you can go to your mailbox in Epic Books. I put a bunch of winter and Christmas books in there, so you can read one of those and then do a reading response paper. Draw a picture and tell me what book you read and why you liked that book or why you didn't like the book. And there's also another thing that you can do called Bear's Beginning Sounds. So you can work on that on Seesaw as well. All right, friends.